You are one of the most known film directors in Philippines of independent cinema. Could you tell us something about independent cinema in Philippines in this part of the world?
I think for the last 5 years, there's been a resurgence in the Philippine cinema, especially because of the digital filmmaking. Because of the technology, there's been a lot of young Filipino filmmakers are now doing films based on the things that they would love to do. So on the basis of that, there's been like new directors who've been like touring around festivals because there's a whole range of different stories that's been coming from the independent film scene.
Do they have something common with European independent cinema?
I think in terms of storytelling, because they offer like an alternative way, because in the mainstream in the Philippines we do genre films like romance, horror films and comedies, but these independent films tackle a reality. So
Moral problems.
yeah, like the social problems, political slice of life in the Philippines, which you don't normally see in mainstream film. So I think that's the same thing, but I think with regards to cost of production, we do it cheaply because of the digital technology. But I think in essence the themes that is being reflected in the films are I think very universal, and people in Europe can appreciate.
I would like to ask you about your latest movie, Manila. Let's start with the title. Why is it such a name? It's a capital of Philippines, Manila, right? Is it something common? Could you tell us?
We decided, Raya and I, Raya Martin, the co-director, decided to give it a title Manila because basically the two stories deal with the city, like how the city affects the life of these two individuals. So it's very fitting to call it Manila because the city itself is a character. The way people live in the city and the problems as well as the different situations are all very part of the film. So we decided to like call it Manila.
There is an interesting structure of this movie. Can you explain how did you do it?
It's
Where is this idea?
Yeah, because the film is based on two films that was done in the 70s by two great Filipino directors. Raya and I decided to do a tribute to these two directors. So the film is basically two stories. Everything happens in a day. Raya did the day episode, which starts from the early morning till the sunset, and my story happens from the sunset till the morning of the next day. So, and in between, we shot a Filipino director, also a well-known Filipino director, Lovedy, shooting a romantic scene. So that's like an interlude in between these two stories.
What means for you to show your movie in Warsaw Film Festival?
I'm very glad because to be able to show a film that's when you do the film, you just wanted to share this experience to the audience, especially in the Philippines. But now the audience, you get a broad audience because you get a chance to see how people would react, especially in a very far country like Poland, for example. So when you go to a festival like this festival and you get the people's reactions to the film, it's very encouraging for us because we get an interaction, and that's what film is about. You get the reaction from people, and hopefully it's an exchange process, like a good way to communicate the situation in the Philippines, and also how the dialogue between the filmmaker and the audience.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Don't you feel cold here?
I'm okay now.